In this video, we will show you how to replace your vehicle's intake cam position sensor on this Ford F-150 with a 3.5-liter engine. This will be located along the back side of your engine. Let's get into it. Moving along, it's time to safely raise and support the passenger side front of the vehicle so we can remove the wheel. To remove the wheel, you want to remove each of your 21mm lug nuts, and we can get this off of here. Now that we have the wheel out of the way, we're going to start dislodging our inside fender liner. We're only dislodging the rearward portion, and then we'll fold it forward out of our way. To do this, you're going to find that you have several 5.5mm headed mounting bolts making their way up along the fender, holding this in place. You'll also have a couple push clips that we will dislodge after we've removed each one of our mounting bolts. To dislodge your push clips, you can use a trim tool or even just a flat blade screwdriver if necessary. You just want to get underneath those and pull them out of place. It's common for them to be stuck in place. If that's the case, once it does start removing a little bit and you find you're struggling, you can use some pliers to pull it out. Now that we have the rearward hardware out of this, we can continue on by pushing it inboard, dislodging it from your front fender, and then we'll tuck it in and behind the front rotor. Now with that out of the way, let's have a look along the back side of the engine. Now we can see our intake cam position sensor right here. This is the inboard one. The exhaust one is right here out in the open. Let's start disconnecting the electrical connector for the intake camshaft position sensor. For this, it has a small squeezable tab up along the top that you can squeeze in and dislodge. Now if you find that you can't gain access because we do have a hose in the way, you can use a small pocket screwdriver or even a pick. We're going to come directly underneath this area, right along where the connector is. There should be a small locking tab that you can gently make your way in between and pry it away. Now we can lift this up and out of position. Just give that a quick inspection for corrosion. Make sure you don't see any. If there is, you need to take care of it. This looks good. We'll set that wiring harness aside. Now it's time to remove our mounting bolt. We'll be using an 8mm. There it is right there. With the mounting bolt out of position, the next thing we'll do is take hold of the camshaft position sensor. We're going to give it a little wiggle and pull it straight rearward out and away from the engine. There it is, friend. Before installing our brand new sensor, let's make sure we clean and inspect the area. For this, just use a clean rag and wipe the surface. Never use any parts cleaner which could make its way into the engine and cause damage. Okay, let's get ready to install our brand new sensor. Before you install it, you want to make sure you lubricate the O-ring gasket. For that, you can use some dielectric lubricant or even some clean motor oil. Let's start getting this in position. We'll line it up with the hole. Continue on pressing it all the way in until it's bottomed out against the engine. It needs to be completely seated. If it's loose like this and you try to put in the bolt and tighten it, you could potentially break your sensor. Just twist it, slide it in. Once it feels as though it's bottomed out, line up your mounting bolt hole, start it in, snug it up, torque that to 89 inch-pounds. Once it's torqued, go ahead and reconnect your electrical connector. Line it up, press it in, listen for a click, double check, make sure that's secured. Nice little click from that. Double check, make sure that's tight. You don't want to check engine light or running condition. It's time to start getting the fender liner back in place. We're going to press this inward. We'll slide it up and in behind the areas of the fender that it needs to sit. Once we have it properly placed, we can continue on with our push clips. Let's line up our push pin holes. We'll press those in. These can be a little tight. You might need to tap them in with a hammer. There we go. All the bolts are started in, let's snug them up. Double check, make sure that's secure. One last quick inspection in this area, we'll reinstall our wheel. Now with the wheel safely back down on the ground, we're going to torque each one of our lug nuts to 150 foot-pounds in a crisscross manner.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.